Hey crafters, Anna Bradshaw here for EmbellishKits.com, sharing that second Craft with Anna card making tutorial made from the April 2015 card kit.
I've got all my pieces laid out for the second card. Again, I'm going to be folding away from the crease on my card and then running the edge of my bone folder along it to give it a nice crisp edge. Now I'll get those two pieces of brushstroke print paper, and the shorter one, which is 1.5 inches wide, is going to go at the top. The 2-inch wide strip is going to go at the bottom. Now you can measure from one edge or another to trim it down to be 4 7/8 inches long, but that's again not my style, so I'm just going to center it.
And once I've got them placed just so, I'll just turn my card over and snip off these edges.
These pieces are far enough away that nobody is going to be able to tell if it's a millimeter off one way or the other. Now, since I didn't ink the edges of my paint strips, I'm not going to ink the edges of the middle of my paper either. You can play with the patterns and decide which way you like the directions to be going. I'm going to stick with the green, line it up until I have an approximately even border of what in between the green card and that paint stroke paper.
Take a look at all those little paper strips I'll have to play with.
I've gone ahead and trimmed down my black and white stripe piece, the reverse of which is that beautiful multicolored floral print. In 1/2-inch strips, I'm going to use them to cover those borders. Once again, I've cut my rub-on design away from the rest of the sheet. Slide this tool underneath. Comes away nice and clean. Now, if I stick with the original design that Shelby's provided, I'll go ahead and apply this Love rub-on right in the middle here. But I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. Wedding season is just around the corner, so I dug through the ephemera pack and I pulled out some black and white banners that I'm just going to start laying down over here in the corner. So you can see that I'm creating some movement on my card, some additional placement of these arrows, and I found a really striking ampersand in there. And my idea is that I'm going to use some letter stickers to create the words Mr. and Mrs. Now let me show you a cute little trick that I'm sure you'll love to use over and over again. Placement of letter stickers can be tricky at times, but each sheet usually comes with one of these protective backings, and I just removed the R that was next to here, and I'm going to replace it with the M that I want to use. I'll put this over here for safekeeping. I've got a piece of acetate that's quite flexible, and I can use this to move my letter stickers with until I'm happy with the placement. I've got two options for the misses. I've got some mint and copper color box tile stickers, as well as a beautiful silver block print from the same company. And I think that this mint is just not quite the right color, so I'm going to go ahead and use the silver to spell out the abbreviation for Mrs. There are no punctuation marks on this alphabet, and I don't want to run out of room at the end, so that's where I'm going to start laying down my letters, slightly overlapping this arrow so that it appears that the letter is resting upon it. And now I can go ahead and place my Mr. down. Again, overlapping the ampersand. I'm going to let this banner overlap the M for a little more dimension. And look how elegant that turned out to be. Thanks again for joining me on another Craft with Anna Embellish Kits card kit preview. These cards were made from the kit assembled for the month of April 2015. You can find this kit as well as other kits and all of the subscription details you need at EmbellishKits.com. Remember, if you hit that subscribe button, you'll be able to see all the latest videos show up in your queue, including the card share video where you'll see what else I create with the Wildberry Jubilee kit from My Mind's Eye and embellishkits.com. Take care out there and happy crafting!